I saw this video. I'm starting to watch this video. It's like beware at CoinSkimmers market. I had to stop and react to it. So okay, so this guy has Walking Liberties, which are the exact same coins I showed you about. Which silver pieces. He has a bunch of them. Franklin silver halfies, $39.75 each. These look pretty.
Do you buy coins?
Okay, that's very suspicious. Okay, so right away I can see about a bunch of Morgan dollar coins. Be right back. I actually gotta go put some away. So, I'm going to, okay, so this guy's got a bunch of Morgan half dollars, and one thing I'm noticing that's a little bit suspicious, they're all shiny. I mean, there's a 1921 there, and it looks like it's been untouched, okay? Now, you know I said I was gonna go get my $1 coin from a safe, and I'm like, I don't want to go get it. Here it is. Me at 3 a.m. So here is a Morgan dollar. It's like this one. Here it is. As you can see, it's got a little bit of grime. The reverse, though, is pretty clean. It's got a little bit of grime. This bad boy was kept in average condition. So this is kind of this is a pretty good sample for a Morgan dollar. This bad boy is dated 1884 and comes from the New Orleans Mint. So you can hear it, like if I drop it. So this bad boy is a silver Morgan dollar. Now, the reason why people like the Morgan dollars, they're some of the most famous coins to ever exist. Your grandpa has one. Everybody has a dollar coin. Now, they're actually also made of silver, which is why people love them, because silver is expensive, and silver sells for a good amount of money. Anyway, now, do very, 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 very clean examples of Morgan dollars exist? Yes. I bet you there are 1700s coins that are perfectly good condition. However, the amount of relatively clean coins, like really, really clean coins, the non-clean coins, is astronomically low, especially when you go before the 1900. So here, this dude has a bunch of very well pieces. See how clean those are? Compare it to the one I have. Now, if there's one or two, that's pretty okay. But this guy has like, what? He has like 20 of them. You can't say about it. He has 20 of them, which is a little bit suspicious. Like, for example, this dude, I was at Washington State, and I was watching this thing after his, like, He-Man thing got done and over with. I was watching this coin. I was watching this coin infomercial, and this dude said he was going to sell 10 Carson City Morgan dollars for $300 to $800. I'm like, yeah, that's a red flag. Because Carson City coin, like, and they said uncirculated Carson City, which, by the way, if you don't know, Carson City is, like, rare. Like, you don't find those. Carson City's mint only lasted for like a few decades, and it's one of the most rarest mint marks you can find on a coin. The coin I have, sadly, is in New Orleans. It's not a Carson City. Philadelphia, and I think Denver. I know at least Philadelphia, San Francisco, New Orleans, and Carson City minted the Morgan dollar coin, which is why it's so popular. There's so many mint marks you can collect. Anyway, these dudes are like, oh, we got a Morgan dollar, like 10-cent Morgan dollar uncirculated Carson Cities, $800. I'm like, no, I am not falling for that. That's a scam. What the hell? I dropped. Because Carson's, let's see. Let's look it up. Because I think uncirculated Carson City coins from like Morgan dollars, they go for thousands of dollars. Some of them are a minimum of like 10 grand. Uncirculated CC silver dollar worth. Let's see, so Carson City, you know, at Walmart one, $3,600. Oh, there's an $80 one from the Mint, but that's that's 2023. That's actual silver. You know, okay. Most common CC Morgan dollar. What is it? The 1884. Okay. 1884 uncirculated Carson City silver dollar. Okay. So, how much is a CC? Okay, so it's worth between 115 to 225. This is the most common Carson City mint, okay? You know, like the most common coins today can be like worth like maybe double or even triple, all the way up to 10 times their currency. This is like 275 times its currency. So if you find an uncirculated, okay, where's this coming from? This is coming from NGC Coin, so National Grading Service. So that is actually like NGC.com is like one of the best numismatic websites to get data from. And these guys are saying it can go for $275. And open market, let's see. However, on the open market, CC silver dollars in pristine, undercirculated condition can sell as much for $43,000. That can buy you a car. Okay? $43,000 can buy you a plot of land. That can buy you a Subaru Crosstrek. Hybrid, actually. Let's go hybrid. Hell, if you want to go for it, you can go the Wilderness Edition, which is one of the best ones they can sell. That could buy you a good truck. That could literally buy you a few miniature excavators. It's like this is insane. So these bad boys are sought after. Alright? And here they are selling for like cheap, like yeah. I bet you there's people that have uncirculated dollars, but those people are professionals. Like, I wouldn't consider myself a professional. I consider myself like 1 out of 10. 1 being I'm a literal noob at hold on. My header's starting to break. Hey, from 1 being like I'm a noob and I'm trash at numismatics, don't know anything, and 10 being I'm a literal like megamind genius, I'd rank myself like 6 or maybe like 6 probably. I know a good amount of numismatics more than other people, but I will admit, I'd say probably at least 60% of all coin collectors know a little bit better than me. I'm talking like a professional dude, so yeah. Anyway, I just went on a tangent. I'm gonna go back to the video. So this guy's selling a bunch of dollar coins, which a lot of them are really, really, really shiny. I mean, like, there's not like a few scratch. Like these are like clean, and they're really in Philadelphia, in like 1937, they sealed a vault full of these things, and they opened it in like 1960. Like 1960s? I don't know what the year, but 1960s. And they found uncirculated these dollars. For these dollars to remain uncirculated, you have to go out of your way to protect them. Okay? I've seen 2023 woman quarters that have already started to be aged. So coins can age very quickly. I see a lot of the 1990s pennies are all tarnished. Hell, even a lot of silver quarters before 1950 are all like destroyed basically. Like they're all like broken up. Oh, and by the way, as if they can't get any rarer, there are 700 million silver dollars made in history. Like Morgan Peace dollars made. 700 million Morgan dollars made. However, they passed what is known as the Pittman Act. The Pittman Act destroyed 350 million of these coins, effectively erasing half of the Morgan dollar population as a whole. So basically, any Morgan dollar you could find doubled in rarity. And now only half the Morgan dollars that are made ever exist. Those Morgan dollars were melted into peace dollars. Let's go.
Oh, is that right?
Wait, you got 6 gold coins. They're selling for 1,000. Let's see. So we got one for like 1,200. They're like 1,200, 2,000 a piece, which is relatively relevant. But like, I won't say that people in flea markets will never have gold coins. But this damn dude has like 6 of them. He said he had 40. That's a lot of gold coins. Okay? Even if they were like cladded gold like I have, that would still be a lot. But this dude has 40 gold coins. And this isn't impossible. You could probably go up to a flea market and have someone have like 100 gold coins and they'd be legitimate. But the chances of those happening are relatively slim to none.
So, I have a 1913D Puerto Rico, and I have a 1914D gold Indian head.
Okay, and I don't want to be like biased, but I also am getting really sus vibes from the gold. The gold is actually in really good condition. I mean, gold doesn't react. I mean, it'd probably be a little bit faded, but these things look like they were just made yesterday.
You know, they're both PCGS. I'm at 62. What do you get for them?
Wait a second. And maybe they're all Philly minted, but he doesn't have the mint mark. So he's saying he has 4 or 5 coins of the same mint, probably from Philly. Ugh. I don't know. This is giving me really bad vibes.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's right. Have you had all of these coins authenticated?
We have more of this one of some
Okay.
doctor in 20, 30 years ago. It's a surgery.
Okay. Now, a little bit of a tip when you buy coins. look for the slabs. Now the slabs look like plastic. Where did I put my slab at? Let's see if I can find my slab. I have a slab somewhere. I think I shoved it in my San Francisco box. Okay. Yep, there it is, right there. Alright, I'll show you what a slab looks like. Here it is. You've probably seen a picture of them. This bad boy is worth 20 bucks. I bought it for $20 from antique store. So, but why would you buy a penny for 20? This is a proof coin. See it? See how shiny that looks? Can't see it, but it's a 2020. It's a 2000 1-cent piece San Francisco Mint penny. Which I don't even know why I bought that for $20. I think I was just really wanting the proof penny, even though I have a proof penny. You know, now I think about it, I probably paid more for that penny than my mom paid for the 2023 quarters and coin set for 2023. But whatever, that's a... Alright, someone's clearly triggered. Anyway. The commands don't work, dude. I'm sorry to say that. You didn't really think that through, did you? Anyway. So, yeah. Look for these slabs. These basically mean that it's just NGC, which this is an NGC slab, has graded the coin and has basically placed it in a slab. These slabs are pretty sturdy too, so the only bad thing about slabs is you cannot open them without permanently destroying them. And these slabs are waterproof, or at least a lot of them are, if I'm not wrong. But those show like authentication. So, in my opinion, if you really want to be secure, buy coins in slabs. This guy has them in the paper, like in these bad boys, which there are legitimate ones in these, but there's also illegitimate ones in these papers. And I just dropped it on the ground.
Can I look at your 13? There?
Now I'm just gonna inspect it with a little microscope.
So, what is your best price on this one? 600.
That's awfully low for gold.
It's damaged above the head. It looks like it actually been filled in. Yeah, that makes sense if it was embezzled. I don't know. I mean, as opposed to this one.
It's damaged.
Oh my goodness. Well,
It's pretty rare.
I mean, but it's like $300 over it. These things are $550.
Smells like lavender.
What is he saying? Is this guy overpricing the hell out of his stuff? I want to see if he's actually overpricing, because that's a very common strategy that these people will do. They'll overprice the hell out of their coins. $400, $450, $406, so $400 to $450. Jesus. This guy's selling the same thing for 12.
he must have done research to buy them.
Wait, what?
You know more about it than I do. I can tell you a lot about
Yeah.
antiques, but I can't tell you much about coins.
Oh my god. I can tell you much about antiques, but I can't tell you much about coins. Okay. Okay, I feel like he's capping there. He knows what the value of that coin is. He's just doubling it. He's trying to look innocent here. I know he's capping. I can smell the cap through my screen. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I am very efficient at smelling cap. This guy is definitely capping. Either that, or even if he's serious, like, come on, dude. Before I would ever sell a coin, I would look at least like 5-10 sources of where they sell it from, because I want to make sure I'm selling it at a good price, not like an overplayed price like this guy.
Research to buy them. You didn't take the guy's word for it. Yeah. Oh, I see.
And the son just wanted to get rid of it. He had 5 daughters that he's putting through medical school.
5.
Let's just.
You have 5 daughters. He has 5 daughters that he's put through medical school. That is a definite cap. Like, come on, like, you got me and my sister. I want to do coding. My sister wants to do veterinarian. So you're saying you have 5 daughters that want to do the same thing in college. Yeah. And not only, they don't want to, like, do photography. They want to do, like, one of the most expensive things they can do, which is medical fields. Which is, yeah, definitely cap.
This guy just wanted to get rid of his dad's coins, and, you know, he had all these bills, all the kids to put through college or whatever. Let's assume that this guy's not telling the truth, which I don't, okay? Are you teaching your family what you have and what its value is? Guys, we have to educate our families. If we're coin collectors, if we're stackers, we have to educate our families what we have, what it's worth, so some fast-talking guy with a little bit of money in his pocket doesn't take advantage of them.
This one I would sell 575.
Yeah, but I mean, that's for an MS-65. You're charging MS-65. That's a mint state coin that's
You know more
uncirculated.
about it than I do.
But you're comparing it to a damaged coin.
You know more about it than I do. I know how much I paid for it. I'm putting over what I paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
But the doctor was
I mean,
stupid.
gray sheet on that should have been like 375, 385. You shouldn't have used, yeah, 400 be the max you should pay for that quarter. Or for that. Yeah.
So why would I make a video like this? Why would I assume the worst of this individual who is obviously selling coins way over market value? Because people like this are bad for the hobby. They are bad for the hobby. There are people who are going to see this guy who are new to coin collecting, and he's telling somebody something is rare that's not, and they're going to overpay for it. They're going to get burned, and they're going to give up on the hobby. This is why it's so important, if you're a new coin collector, that you buy from reputable dealers, whether they're online or in person, or you go to coin shows where there's accountability. This guy would not get away with this at another coin show. Other coin dealers would be calling him out. You better believe it. So, guys, you have to take the time to learn coin grading at least a little bit, and to start to know coin values, key dates, and things like that, so that on an impulse...
This guy would sell 1944 wheat penny for like $2 grand. Wheat pennies are rare, except for 1944 Philadelphia wheat pennies make up like 1/27th of the entire population of wheat pennies, or like, yeah, I think 1/27th. They are the most, you know, they're the most common wheat penny. Avoid these 10 collecting items
Did you know PetSmart treats
by
members
the
only
treasure,
save
what's it called, Treasure Town?
you can
I think that's what it's called.
every single week.
Oh yes, I do love it when I rewind the video after I watch an ad and I get another ad. Dude, YouTube, no wonder people want to use ad blockers. You literally have doubled the ads since 5 years ago. And I got my cousin pointed this out, but he said that a bunch of the like the video ads that would literally pop up in the bottom, which I hated those. Those are stupid. They are gone, thank goodness.
10 worst items to buy when coin collecting. These are items that you really want to.
So I saw a website that was selling wheat pennies, and it had Joe Biden on the front, and it said 0 cents on the back.
Fun is the most important thing, in my opinion. You know, unless you're investing tons and tons of money into the hobby, you know, it's really something that you're going to want to enjoy. It's a lot better than most hobbies because at the end of the day, you know, if you watch a ton of movies, all you're going to have is the experience of watching them, whereas with coins, you will have some value, you know, down.
Exactly. For example, I have W mints. I've amassed 19 of those, and they can sell for about 20 bucks each. So what? I probably at least like $300, $400 with W mint quarters, but in denomination, they're only like what, $5 together. I'm doing it. You know, I might as well. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should ease off W. No, I'm not. Because one day I'm gonna get old as hell. I'm gonna say, God darn it, I didn't hoard W mints. But no, I'm hoarding them. I'm gonna start upping on my quarter game. I need to search as much quarters as I can before at least like 2030. Because I can guarantee by 2030, a lot of them are gonna be gone and replaced by the new stupid quarters. And they're not all stupid, and the new ones aren't. I kind of regress on that. I didn't mean to call them stupid. I like the women quarters, those are pretty cool. Except for like the 4th quarter this year, like the Joseph Idar, that quarter that it doesn't really have a background. It's like the Wyoming quarter, it doesn't really have a background, it's kind of plain. I wish they would have designed that more. Like it's a Mexican lady, like you could have put like a Mexican flag or the Mexican terrain. That would have been like something to add, but they just did nothing. Or for Wyoming, they couldn't have done like a range, like they just did a dude on a thing. Like, come on, like quarters are a great canvas. They need to make sure they use up as much space as they can without being like overcrowded.
Even if it's 50% of what you.
I think my favorite woman quarter is the anime long quarter affiliate mints.
Now, the second thing that I want to say is that I've actually probably bought more than half of the things on this list. I've really enjoyed doing it, and I don't really regret it, except in a couple of minor instances. Though I did want to kind of put this into your guys' minds so that you guys could come into coin collecting as informed as possible with a little bit of advice from myself that I really thought would be important to share. So with that being said, let's get into the video. We're going to go from number 10, which won't really be too bad of a thing, down to number 1, which is something that I really want to tell you guys to avoid doing. Coming in at number 10 is the newer commemorative coins. These are being produced by the U.S. Mint.
I'm not really a big fan of commemorative coins. I hate to say it.
And they're fun.
Like they are cool, but there's so many of them. I bet you I could trade all my money in, and I could barely get any of them. Again, they are cool, but I just like the typical circulating denomination currency.
They're generally overpriced, and it's very rare that they're actually going to be too valuable and pick up in value as time goes on. I know that Robert Kennedy, I believe, commemorative $50, that's something that's expensive now, and there's definitely some isolated instances where the value does go up. But for most of these $1 or 50 cents,
I'm not a big fan of commemoratives either.
They're proof, they're nice packaging. By the way, definitely keep the packaging with the certificate of authenticity.
Always
They
keep the
rarely
packing.
go up too much in value, and there's probably a lot better ways that you can be spending your money when it comes to coin collecting. I'm talking about things like I want to say 1990 or 91 Eisenhower proof, things like the 1986 Ellis Island commemoratives, and there's some newer ones as well. Just generally, they haven't been great investments.
I saw a thing where it's like someone was getting mad that women were now in the quarters when, oh my god. This guy was mad that women were being put on the quarters. I'm crying when I say this. The first quarters had Lady Liberty on them. Oh my god. In fact, you would not believe how many of the US circulating coins had Liberty on them. Like, Liberty coins, like, were designed, like, they went from, like, the 1790s to, like, the late 1880s. They last a long time. Which, it's like, dude, do research. This isn't the first time a woman's been on a quarter. They've been on quarters that are from 1792. Like, that's almost 250 years ago, dummy. But you wouldn't know that. You didn't look it up on Google. Oh gosh, people are so funny. I love it.
Modern proof sets.
Okay, I will say I don't really mind. I will buy the proof sets. Maybe not the silver sets, but I will buy the proof sets because I want, you know, I want to collect them all. And they're like 20, 50 bucks, which isn't that much out of my way.
These items are often marketed to say that they'll take off in value in the future, and generally they just don't. Now, you do want to know the sets to look for. These are the no S sets. These can be really, really valuable.
Here's a proof coin right here.
Thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars if you find the right no S proof sets. Now, the generality though is that these sets simply don't go up in value when you sell them.
Yeah, they're not that valuable, but if you're collectible, I feel like they collect them. They're pretty cool.
Can't really pay too much over face value. Obviously, if you have that no S set, it's going to be worth a lot of money. You want to know what to look for, but if you don't, it's just something that I'd avoid. The older proof sets are pretty.
This
rare.
bad boy
The
sucks
silver
up
ones
cotton
have
plants and
lower
bales
value.
them.
I think will kind of stay even, at least in the long term.
This thing looks like it makes
More value
round
than
bales.
The really old ones. That's something that is kind of cool. I don't really have too much knowledge in terms of the price trends on those ones. I definitely wouldn't spend too much money on the newer proof sets. Number 8 is something that I definitely do personally, and it's probably not the best use of my money. Those are what I call decent but not great older items. So this might be a regular, not key date, not rare.
I have done this, like for... Actually, I will say... You ready for this? You ready for some stupid stuff, dude? Whoever's watching my stream? You wanna see how interesting my nation was? Okay, give me a second, back it up. This is a modern day size penny. You wanna know what pennies looked like before, like the 1850s? This. Meet the large cent. Ready? Here's a quarter. There's a quarter. That's how big pennies were back then. In fact, at this time, they weren't even pennies. This is the oldest coin I own, an 1852 large cent. They were only made from not San Francisco, from Philadelphia. But they are large. They're big ass cents. That one was worth like $14. Talk about paying that much for a 1 cent coin. But they're really cool. It's like kind of cool to sit back and say, holy crap, that's how big pennies were back then. Thank goodness pennies are smaller. Can you imagine having to haul around the large cents?
Like an 1898 Barber quarter in 55, you know, in an AU 55. Really cool looking coin, I'm sure. It would look great in a typeset or something like that, and it's fun to have around. But as I see it in the future, down the road, that stuff just isn't gonna really hold up to one value. There's not a ton of demand for.
By the way, I was really picky when it came to large cents. There's a bunch of ones that didn't look that good, but I picked that one which I like.
You know, that type of stuff, that's really, really cool, and maybe that'll be hurt too as well. But I think that on the mid stuff that there's no real buzz around, that stuff will be hurt in the future and go down in value. At number 7, I want to say I would definitely avoid things like MS-70 bullion coins. I have bought that in the past. They're really fun. They're cool.
I've never bought bullion. Bullions are expensive. They can be thousands of dollars.
A little bit inflated recently. There's not too much of a difference between a 69 and a 70 on bullion. I think personally it's a bit of a grade. You know, that goes back to, you want to buy the coin, not the grade. You don't want to buy the grade on the holder. You want to look at the coin individually to see if it's good for the grade. But that's something that I really wouldn't do too much, as I wouldn't do the special sets.
This bad boy is a proof 69.
Holder, something that's like commemorative.
So that coin right there I have is proof 69, which is the second best grade you can get on proof.
I don't think
That only being proof 70.
Really that rare and long term. For me, I would simply avoid them, not look at them on a collecting prospect. Though, as I've been emphasizing, if it's something that's really cool and you really like that historical figure, or you simply really like it, there's no harm in doing it. I'm just, giving my advice. That's the theme of this video. Number 6 is low quality clad, which means non-silver, non-gold coinage. So this is things like clad commemoratives, things that are cool, but they're clad. They don't have seed value. They don't really have anything backing them up. They're often super common with the clad commemorative stuff. I know I talked a little bit earlier about newer commemoratives, so I'm going to keep this short, but especially if it's not silver, that's really something that I just don't think is that good. If you really like the figure, go for it, but otherwise, I'd avoid it. At this point, before we get to number 5, please comment your thoughts down below. You can disagree with me, that's fine. I'm just putting out my opinion, and I'd be interested in seeing if you have any other tips on what to avoid when collecting coins. Coming in at number 5, we have repackaged individual third-party sets. So these are often things that have been minted as silver coins in sterling silver or something like that, commemorating something, though they don't have any actual US value because they're not produced by the mint. These often have that silver value, but there's definitely going to be a markup, and they're not really going to be too rare and collectible because it's not like the mint actually made them. If 500 were made, that's cool, but it's just a private company that is making these. So also that goes with repackaged things like a 1960 set that wasn't from the mint, it's like half a box of gold. That's really cool. And you want to get that, but that's not the same as
How good that texture is.
not actually anything because we've never had it. And super important addition that I forgot to say when I was is especially guys to buy coins. Like personally for me, we get a fair amount of people in the coin shop ask about Donald Trump American coins. It's not a political channel, I'm not going to talk about that, but when it's clad and it's made by somebody that's third party, if it was a Trump coin made by the government or something, that would be a lot different. Especially if it was
But there's these stupid, like, Trump
if,
coins. Oh my god, BKs have been so memed. There's ones on, like, videos called BS. You don't even need to advertise with Kit Kats. I literally eat one of those every, like... I eat one of those every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday.
coins that have Trump's figure on it or face or whatever, that's something
I see Trump coins and any political, like, president coins as cringe. Like, if they're commemoratives, like the Lincoln coins, those are made from the mint. They're not made as a commemorative. But, like, something like the Joe Biden or Trump coin or Obama coin, I don't care. They're not denominations.
There simply is none because it's not legal tender. And
it is. It's not legal tender.
Number 4 is something that we also see.
Let's go. Now, what I consider Trump coins and all that stuff, I consider those as a medal or a medallion. Not as, like, what's it called? A medallion is something you cannot use as legal tender. If I can't go up to a store and buy something with it, I ain't collecting. Well, on very rare occasions I will, but yeah, other than that, nah.
In the coin shop, those are plated sets. Often, tying into the last point, it's like a third party that does these. They go and plate coins and market them. They can look cool. Some people like them, but they don't really have any value. The gold plate that is put on them, or whatever color plate that's put on them, just is not worth anything. It's so thin, and it's not like you can scrape that gold off and melt it down into a new bar. I would just avoid anything plated.
I have a few plated coins. Like, I'll only buy the plated coins if they're from banks, not from other dealers.
And then go into that situation knowing that you're not going to get your money back when you go to sell it. Number 3, we have unsearched eBay rolls. Now, I just think that I bought these a ton of them.
I stay away from those two. I don't... Okay. Knowing myself as a collector, there's no way in hell I'm just going to have some old coins laying around and not search them. I'm going to open them at one point. It doesn't matter. Every coin roll that is new to me will not last more than a month. If I don't lose it, it will not last like more than a week actually. I will open every coin roll I get within the first week of me getting it, unless I lose it. For example, I've had this $1 or $half coin rolling under my seat for like a month straight. I opened it. I found a few bicentennials, but a little special.
Fun, especially if you're a newer collector, but just know that you're not really going to find anything of value. If you do, it's not because it's unsearched. Maybe in the 1% of cases that it is, but that's when some people will see coins. Like I know, for example, the Happy Coin where I work, we advertise everything that we have. We don't say it's unsearched. It's often better quality than the average lot because we go through so many coins that we can't afford to go individually selling a bunch of the teens with min marks that are in the $1 range or something like that. Most of the time, they're just going to be either totally worthless or somebody will throw in a few dollar coins but you still won't get your money back because there's no point in selling a bunch of stuff if you're going to lose money if you can search it. I'm paid to search the coins. That's kind of how it goes.
Oh, hell yeah! This dude's living on the top! This dude literally gets paid just to sit down and search. Sign me up! I'll take the back arthritis. I don't give a crap. I'll do it all day. If I could play video games for like at least 3 hours a day, I would sit down every day and I'd search coins. As long as I'm able to keep them, you know what I mean?
You do see a bunch of people say, oh yeah, I found a 1909 SVDP. Well, then the seller is really not too smart and should be searching them themselves because definitely not net making a profit. So unsearched rolls, terrible idea, especially the ones where it is something on the end of the coin. I actually have something. Let me go get it for you. I'll be right back. It's called Twist and Crimp.
Crimps.
Basically,
yep.
I was able to crimp, and maybe it won't show up that well, but this roll with like a $5 item, people
from Amazon
can easily put good coins on the end. There's also machine rollers,
exactly,
or machine crimpers.
And yeah, there are like $1,000, $700 machine crimpers, which although it's not affordable, like by a lot of collectors, I could literally go get a machine crimper and start crimping wheat pennies on the end of rolls, and say, hey, look, these are wheat penny rolls, $2 a roll, and then I could just slam in a bunch of zinc pennies or even bare copper pennies.
Roll for you, and it'll look a lot better than a hand-done crimp. So that's where you're seeing those coins on the ends of the coins, especially Morgan dollar rolls.
If the rolls aren't white, I will not accept.
And then a shiny coin on the other end, and you're like, wow, I'm going to buy this roll. There's so many of them.
Don't buy the rolls unless they are white. Do not buy them if they are brown or other colors. And it sounds weird, but here's the thing. The brown rolls, like here's a brown roll sleeve. This is a standard civilian issue sleeve. However, the white rolls usually only come from banks and wrapping areas. And the white rolls are not touched by civilian. If a roll is crimped and it's white, there's a good chance that it's not been touched by another person, which is why I love those rolls, because that means, like, the banks, they don't sit down and search wheat pennies, so they're not that's not their job. They probably get fired for doing it. But however, because those rolls are not touched by any other person, that means that they're ripe for picking. However, the brown rolls, although some are crimped, some brown rolls are okay. The rolls where they're not crimped, stay away.
Out there.
I've gone through an entire box of brown rolls, and I got one wheat penny. Only one. I usually
20 uncirculated CC Morgan dollars. Obviously, that's not what is inside of the coin, because those coins are worth a ton of money. Nobody's going to let them go for like $1,200 if they're sending out 20 uncirculated CC Morgan dollars. Also, Morgan dollars were never rolled at that point. They would come in bank bags, so that's just an unreasonable situation, and something you really need to avoid losing your money on is those eBay unsearched rolls. Number 2 may be a little bit of a controversial one, and this is something that I've done a ton and I don't regret it, but just know that when you resell a bunch of low dollar, not too expensive coins that maybe you put together in a set, it's often not going to be worth too much. So like I've done a ton of collecting myself with like wheat penny albums, so fun, and I bought a bunch of $1 or $2 coins at coin shows. But unfortunately, coin shops can't really pay too much for those, so the return is going to be really low. If it's a $2 cent, it's not going to be worth it for a coin shop to go and pay their employee for the time and then ship it and all that. So they won't really be able to offer anything. Maybe they'll offer 5 cents for it, and that's actually a fair price. I should do a video on why coin shops offer fair prices in most cases.
The journey to a smoke-free future.
I don't smoke! Piss off! This is annoying when they get ads. Not actually annoying, but it's, especially this thing.
I've done tons of buying with Buffalo nickels, V nickels, and all coins that, are worth like $4 or something in their catalog price, but the reality is that very few people will pay, and you can sell it individually on eBay. That type of stuff, it takes a ton of time, only for a couple of dollars here and there. But just something to be, again, cognizant of when you're collecting. That's why I'm making this video, just so you have some perspective on what you're doing when you're buying coins for your collection. Number 1.5 is Etsy finds. Nobody, I don't think, buys these, but I'm going to do a video. Maybe I already released it.
Etsy's.
It's like
I've seen a 1909S VDB penny.
1981D cent, and there's just nothing there.
I've seen a 1909 VDB penny going for like $26, which is like, no. 1909 VDBS pennies go for hundreds of dollars, even in the most garbage conditions. Like, dog.
Yeah, please don't do that. I'm sure that you wouldn't be in that position, but if you have, don't keep doing it.
This dude's selling a red 1970s penny for 50 grand. I've come across a lot of those.
These are not ones that you're going to be wanting to buy. Alright, and that brings us to number 1. This is something I would really, really avoid, and that is mail order or subscription packages. These can be fun if it's for a creator that you really like and you want to support them, or, maybe they are giving you good coins, but the bottom line is nobody's going to make a mail subscription package if they are losing money on it, and for the most part, it is comprised of the items that I've been talking about, telling you to avoid in the first place. So I would really just tell you not to do this type of package. It's not a good idea. There's never going to be really
I've never
good
heard of
coins
these.
in these. They're often going to be these sets that are just not worth much. A couple of silver coins, and you get a lot less than what you paid for. And when you go to resell, it's going to be worth a fraction, or if anything at all, of what you ended up paying in the first place. There's not the better items. The number 1 rule in coin collecting is to save up your money and buy individual better items that are going to make you happy, unless you're collecting a certain type of set. But the bottom line is just avoid these. I'll do more videos in the future where I outline kind of what you're going to be looking for, but just please do not do this. Do yourself a favor. Find things that you do want to buy that are decent returns on investment. That could be some of the stuff at the top, like the number 1098 stuff.
This is what's killing coin collecting. The coin collecting hobby. Newsmax are being ruined.
Do you want to know what's killing the coin collecting hobby? It has been for a long time. Stay tuned, and I'm going to tell you. My name is Daniel, and you are watching Coin Help You. Thanks for watching my latest video. I am a coin dealer. I watch this market. I live this market. I investigate. I look at values. I go to coin shows. I ask questions, and I observe. And from that, from years of being in this business, actually since I was a little kid, I am going to explain to you as best I can what I feel has happened to this coin collecting hobby and why it is suddenly starting to lose its steam. I am going to address the huge white elephant sitting in the middle of the room that nobody wants to address. And before I do that, I know what capitalism is. For all of you who want to comment, this is capitalism. I have the right to start a business and make as much money as I want. I have a right to say what I want to say. I have free speech, okay? But that is not an unbound or unlimited right, okay? I can't just go up to someone and start cussing them out. That's inappropriate. It's not right, okay?
I agree with him.
I can't go and rip people off. That's not capitalism, okay? That's not what capitalism is all
That's
about.
scamming.
When you fraudulently sell or overprice things to people who don't know any better about coin prices,
You're a POS.
are taking advantage of your right to be involved in our capitalist environment.
I agree with him.
Misrepresent coins like you see on eBay.
I agree with him. You have a right to say what you want. But just don't be the one person going and cussing out people in public. Or, I mean, unless they like do something really, really bad to you. I mean, or you have the right to sell whatever you want. Hello, Noah. But you don't have the right to sell things, in my opinion, when you start scamming people. When you start taking advantage of people that don't know of a hobby. You don't have a right to go on and start selling wheat paints for like $20 a piece when they're like 3 cents. Most of them are a piece. That's just wrong. And it's awful, and it kills business. It makes coin collecting look awful.
To make a profit, or to sell them for more money. It's not what capitalism is about. That's not what it's for.
That's scamming.
And I get it. It's marketing, but it's marketing at its worst, not at its finest. That is a fact. So, I want to move on past...
I have school tomorrow.
It's about capitalism. I get it. I know that's what it is. I know...
I have college.
What I'm talking about is what's killing this hobby. Okay? And it all starts with the United States Mint. The United States Mint is the largest coin dealer in the United States. And probably the world. Especially because they seem to believe that all these companies are like gold, silver, and they sell these products. You know, recently, 2019, they tried to do things to help promote the hobby. Like, you know, releasing the 2019 W Tour, of which I am a big fan of.
I love those.
It's in circulation. The ones that are going to be worth the most are the ones that don't have the marks and the circulation on them. And, you know, I think that's a better thing.
I've been hoarding those. I have 19
like
Ws.
And overprice it. You know, this is the Canadian Silver Maple and the Silver Eagle enhanced proof set. This set came out and basically is $140. You can't get it without the shipping for less than $140. Okay, that is overpriced. It should never be over the $100 mark in the first place.
Yeah, that's...
This is going to drop in value. It didn't even sell out. It may have already now, but it took a long time. But basically 100,000 plus 10,000 for the Canadian version. So 110,000 of them. You can't sell that out, then you know there's something wrong. That needs to stop. Okay? That is something that is hurting the hobby. I know people who come in this shop who are the baby boomers. Everybody blames, or everybody says is dying off and causing the hobby to die. I do not agree with that, but we'll get
Yeah, me, I'm a Gen Z person who loves coins.
People who walk in and say they stopped ordering from the Mint because of that. They stopped ordering from the Mint because it was too confusing. They couldn't keep up with all the products the Mint's pumping out, and the prices were crazy. And then the prices would drop. They own proof sets, Mint sets. They can't get their money out.
I will say there's a lot of the products on the Mint site are expensive.
As far as blaming the millennials, how can you blame the millennials when there's plenty of generations?
I don't know. I have a lot of
There's
fans.
plenty of baby boomers still.
Well, I'm not saying thousands, but I have a few
They
hundred.
don't have no interest in the hobby whatsoever.
Well, technically,
Whether they don't
hundreds of
have
fans
extra
since I have 200 fan
money.
people.
The economy's really bad, or the job market's
There's a few people who are
really
like
bad,
super
or whatever.
fans, like probably like you, that other kid that
But
joined,
it's Fannie Mae
like
Mac,
Dino Nugs, that person.
What about 9/11? How when that happened, things changed. I mean, it's nothing like the 90s. But the market has been flooded with junk. People walk in thinking this was released by the U.S. Mint.
That
No, it wasn't released by the U.S. Mint. This is a counterfeit, put together set to sell coins that are common, circulated, often cleaned for a large
cleaned,
amount.
which is a big
I'm
no-no.
talking a set like this, they probably charge $29.95, $49.95. It's ridiculous. This is what hurts the hobby. People, you can't take advantage of your right to make as much money as you want. There are plenty of dealers like Atlas, Modern Coin. I can name SD Gold. They are legitimate businesses that are thriving in a capitalist environment, okay, capitalism at its finest, and they're not ripping people off. Sure, they're kind of high, I mean, they're retail, but they're not fraudulent. They're not coming up with marketing schemes.
Yeah, I think you are. You definitely are a fan.
Especially for you, got your name on it, a special box, and, you know, pumping it all up like it's going to be worth a bunch of money in the future. You know, I had a friend, an 87-year-old and an 85-year-old couple come in. One's a school teacher, very educated people. One of them was a pastor of our church, okay, and assistant pastor. And these two
are very intelligent. They're very.
Oh no!
They wanted to buy an ounce of gold.
That could have been awful. I could have just planted beetroots, and that could have ruined my crop. That could have cost me a bunch of money. Dude, that was a very close call. I was almost about to start planting the wrong crop. I can't even do anything with beetroots. Although, like sugar beets. I mean, at least if it were sugar beets, you can actually grind them into the ground and it increases your next yield. But they're way too annoying for me to actually use.
He called up this ad that was in the back of one of the veteran magazines that he reads when he gets in the mail, and said, "I want to buy an ounce of gold." Well, they talked him all the way down to $10.
Oh no, they're sugar beets.
Because it was
Sugar beets can be harvested. Oh no, never mind. They're not beetroots. They're sugar beets. Dude, I could have planted sugar beets, and I have nothing. You think it's cheap to harvest sugar beets? You ready for this? If you think it is, look, that bad boy, $471,000. Sugar beets, yeah, look it up. Sugar beets, they're a thing. They're like, actually, comparing to sugar cane, most sugar comes from sugar beets. Aw, shucks. Damn, that was a wipeout. I ate. Okay, it's either gonna flip my tractor over, which is a big part, or... Ah, crap. Okay, there's a special way we do this. Like... Yep, you gun it. You kind of wiggle it. Wiggle it. Wiggle the tractor. Come on. Yeah, sugar beets, though, that header over there is like 15 meters wide. Yeah, that header is 15.2 meters wide. The header for beetroot harvesters are like 3 to 6 meters. Can you imagine how long it would take to harvest this field if it were made of freaking sugar beets? God, that would be awful. That'd be CBT.
Signed by Michael Reagan and a PCS holder graded proof DCAM 7.
Yeah, ever wonder what?
Basically charge him $1,600.
Wonder how they're harvested? Here's how.
He will never get that kind
Oh,
of
here's
money
10.
out of that coin. He just won't. And you know, the sad thing is that he was floored that he got ripped off. He could not believe it, and I couldn't believe it. It was heartbreaking to know this. And they were so appreciative that we told them before they bought more of them. And you know, that's what I'm talking about. These companies are taking advantage. They're using their sales team and their marketing. You know, it's one thing to do that to sell something. It's another thing to oversell something, to sell it for too much money. That's what's wrong with this hobby. And I'm not just picking on HSN or the U.S. Mint.
Look how small
We've
this is.
got the National Collectors Mint. .gov Mint, that's another one. I mean, what I'm saying is they use tactics that
Yeah, they're
sound like
expensive.
you're getting something special. You're not getting
Sugar
something
beets,
special.
though, they grow like candy. There's a ton of
They'll
them.
even hire former Mint employees to make themselves look more legit. And they're pumping and dumping and pumping and dumping this stuff into the market.
This one is hopperless. It's got the whitest header on it, but you have to have a trailer next to
All
it.
these companies that created the cell phones like Apple and the Android phone with all these apps, all these video games, Microsoft, all of them that created these distractions to keep kids from not even wanting to collect. There's nothing in them to foster collecting. They don't want to collect. They want to play video games. They want to have their phone in their hands. So
I will say,
whenever you can't get people
that guy does have a point.
in coin collecting and then expect it to thrive and then blame a certain
Calvin, yeah, go ahead.
You know,
Happy
when I was
Halloween
in my
Eve.
20s, I
Happy
wasn't
Spoopy Season
always
Eve.
going seriously. Not in my early 20s, not in my late teens. I was out chasing girls or partying or whatever. I mean, I've said that before or in a previous video. What I'm trying to say is that there's more of an issue here, and it's greed. Okay, it's just the bottom line of it is it's greed. whenever you think because you're pumping millions of dollars of coins out, or you're in the red book, or because you're a well-known name in the business, that you have the right to charge whatever you want because you think your coins are worth it. That is wrong. That is what's going on with the hobby, and it needs to stop. I mean, prices are coming down. You can look at it. You can look at the trends. I can see it. I've watched the gray sheet drop the last 2 or 3 years. I've watched the values all across the board on pieces yes drop.
Happy spoopy day.
There's a lot of correction going. Even with gold and silver. You know, people aren't pounding down our door to sell to us because they paid too much in the past. They still are buried in it. That's what's wrong with this hobby. Everybody wants all the money, and all the money is killing the hobby. You don't care that these companies, that they're all out on their own little islands. All they care about is their bottom line. Okay, and I get that. That's okay to a point, but there has to be some way to come together to try to get this hobby back. To bring it back to the younger generation, to bring it back to the
I'm stupid.
to make it interesting.
I thought he was missing a strip of soybeans. I'm gonna be so irate if he is.
They do because I don't understand it. Because it's so confusing and so expensive. You know, that's what's killing the hobby. It's just plain and simple. It is. The big white elephant in the room is greed. Okay? And then the second problem is distraction. We've created things that just distract kids from even wanting to be outside.
In my opinion, I will say video games can be a problem. In my opinion, I have as a kid, like back then, I literally played Fortnite for like 8 hours a day. I think I've not played a video game for 8 hours straight for at least, like, damn. I can't remember, like, sometime earlier in this year, but that I've actually, you know, I have work. Like, every time someone's like, oh, you sitting your ass all day on videos? Hey, buddy, guess what? I have a job. I'm making money. Also, I also collect coins, which I could probably sell for money in the future. And what are you doing, huh? What are you doing with your .69 KD on COD, huh? You probably paid for like 5 hours every single... 18, yeah, I am 18. I'm an adult. I don't feel like an adult. Speaking of adulthood, I want to get one of my videos I'm going to do, when I am able to get them, I'm going to get an entire pack of cigarettes, put them into a container, and then ventilate like a air tank. Oh my god, I can't talk! Okay, knock some sense into me. There we go. Ventilate the air from the cigarettes into a Geiger counter and see if I can get radiation. I wouldn't doubt if I did, because they do contain radiation.
It's just different, okay?
I will say, although I am, what's it called? I mean, as a gamer, I'm a little bit triggered. The guy's like, oh, it's video games' fault. I do agree with them. Like, I'm so sick of how people do. Okay, I try to talk to people about coins. Let's go. You know what I hate about society? Okay, is when you're trying to talk to somebody and they're just stuck. It sucks, dude. Everybody's stuck in their own little world, and they have to watch TikTok for like 70 hours a freaking week, and they believe everything that is on the site, and then they become so twisted from reality. Again, I'm sorry, I have to bring this up. I can't be the only person that's noticing this, okay? But do you notice how everybody... You know how, like, ever since, like, TikTok occurred, everybody's been more of, like, a bigot? Like, I'm not saying bigotry didn't exist before TikTok, or TikTok's, and you know, more of a bigoted, whatever, but, like, I will say there's non-bigoted TikTok and stuff. Like, it feels like everybody's more political and bigoted since TikTok even took over. Like, dude, it sucks, because you can't talk to anybody. I'm social. And it's stupid how I'm literally considered antisocial, or I'd be considered antisocial in my society, when people are on their phones all the time. Like, come on. We're Homo sapiens. We're very social animals. Like, we're supposed to talk. Like, I'm not kidding you. My dad literally he bought TikTok or he downloaded it, he won't pay attention to anything I say past like 2 seconds. I shit you not. It's annoying as hell. I'm trying to show him something pretty cool, and he's sitting on his phone on TikTok all the time. Like, come on. It's such a cancer, dude. Like, everybody's a clout chaser or an absolute a-hole today. I mean, obviously not everybody, but it's like, it seems like it. Like, it's tiring. I'm sick and tired of it. I only own I own 3 things of social media. YouTube, which, yeah. Facebook, which, I've gone on Facebook once. The literal only reason I got Facebook is because I can use it for VR. That's it. I had to have a Facebook account for VR. And it's annoying when people say... Hold on. Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm a little bit of an a-hole. I hate when people message me on Facebook. I need to put out a message saying, I do not go on Facebook. Because all it is, it's filled with a bunch of rednecks that are just annoying as hell, who have nothing else to do with their day. It's annoying. I don't give a shit about Facebook. I don't care about Facebook. Only for VR, I don't use. I've gone in it like twice. Maybe 3 times at most, and it's awful. The third one is Instagram. And Instagram, I literally have it for like the shit posts. And I use it to stream coins, and I post pictures. Because, you know, you got your YouTube for videos, and you got Instagram for pictures. That's it. I don't have Snapchat, TikTok. I don't have Twitter. If I got Twitter, please put me down. I couldn't with Twitter. Twitter's a joke. It it sucks out. Or Meta. Or Meta is what they're calling it. They actually think they're the Meta. Dude, I can't take Facebook or seriously. Oh, by the way, comments on Instagram are wild. You either got like absolute meme lords or just complete assholes. I'm not joking. Instagram wilds are actually dehumanizing. That's why I only keep the crap posts. But yeah, the Oculus, that's all I have for my VR. I have it. I have a Quest 2. I don't have a really expensive one that's like 500 megs. I think I got that before I had my job. So no wonder it's a broke ass boy VR set. Yeah. I cannot stand it. But it's like a Quest. I don't think I have a Quest Pro. I think I have like I have an Oculus 2 or something. By the way, okay, it's time to argue. It's time to come out about my pet peeve. Is people that put premium, okay? You wanna know, I love a Subaru, right? But here's one of the things I have to say, what the hell. It goes base, sport, premium. Okay, so premium, right? That's supposed to be the best Crosstrek line ever. But that goes to limited, which I have a limited. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay up. I'm gonna have to pay up money, like 10 premium. It goes base, sport, premium, limited, hybrid for 2023s. We naturally got the hybrid, not hybrid, but the limited, because limited is like top of the line. It's Crosstrek Limited is about 30 grand, and no, I don't. I didn't pay outright. You know how people make like what, 5,000 a week? I make like 800 in port, and then I actually only get 300 from that because I have to pay my loan. But the thing I like about the limited is safe. I've seen somebody in a Crosstrek got rolled over by a dump truck over a divider on the interstate. What the heck? I don't even know if I want to know what you just said. Anyway, like, I've seen a cross track get rolled over by a dump truck, and the dude got out with a few bruises. I didn't buy the Crosstrek for the looks or whatever. I bought it because it's a hell of a car. And unlike these stupid people with their sports cars, probably getting like 10 miles a gallon. Whew. I'm right now, like, my fuel efficiency is 31.1 or 31.5, and I've gotten it up to 33, which is hella good. Like, people, like, a lot of these truck owners, like, they're like, oh, look at my truck. Okay, congratulations. You're getting like 14 to the gallon. I'm gonna pull stuff with my truck. The dude's gonna pull like 1 trailer per year. He's not gonna pull it any other time. Like, a lot of these country boys. Do you notice this in America? How a bunch of these country boys say they're gonna have this truck and they're gonna carry a ton of loads with it, and it's gonna be like the best thing, but they don't carry anything bigger than a trailer. Like, or when they do, they only carry it like once a year. They don't do it any other time. Like, it's an absolute joke. It's funny. And like, I love it when people try to flex their lifted trucks, like, okay, and am I supposed to, or my favorite, I'm sorry for people in the chat, okay, is the Mustang. I'm sorry if people drive this. I am not impressed with the Mustang. I love it because, look it up on YouTube. There are compilations of people with Mustangs, and they floor it, but the thing is with Mustangs, they have a really critical flaw. Their traction is ass. When they go and they floor and do curves, they fishtail and wipe out. There's entire compilations of them on YouTube. It's funny. I don't know if the EXO part of the thing is weak, but I've seen one of my friends whose their mother fell and hit her head on the car, and she didn't get a concussion, but the car had a big ass dent in it. Like, are they weak? I cannot take people who flex Mustangs. It's not because I'm jealous. I couldn't care less. Okay? It's not like a Subi STI or WRX. I'm not jealous. I will say, I do get a little bit jealous when I find a Subi WRX going down the road. Especially if they have like the blue loadout or the red ones. I saw one red one and it is awesome as hell. Now that makes me jealous, I'm not gonna lie. I like those. Like apparently the Gen 3s, not the Gen 4s. The Gen 4s are actually kind of like eh. But yeah. Like, yeah, the engine brakes. By the way, if you go over to California, there's so many Subarus, and they're like all old ones too. Like, these Subarus don't die. And I will not lie, even though I'm a really big Subaru person, another one of my favorite brands is Toyota. Easily one of the top 3 best brands. My grandpa has his old Camry. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this. Had 400,000 miles on it. And it was on its 3rd engine. Like, I have to give it to the Camry. The Camry is cracked. It is a busted car. They don't die. Camrys do not die. And Toyota's SUVs and trucks look really good too. I like Toyota. Yeah. 3rd. I mean, yeah, it's a 3rd engine, but still, 3rd engine, pretty good. I've also seen Subis that have gone up to 200,000 miles. Like, my car will probably be that way. Like, I will literally... I love my car. If the engine breaks, I'm gonna get another one. Another one. And I will keep that car alive until it cannot go anymore. Like, until the frame is just rusted, I will keep going. So I either rust the frame or fuel runs out. But yeah, but my grandpa got a new Camry. And damn! The new Camrys are good looking! Oh yeah, base Crosstreks go for like 23 grand, which the limiteds also go for up to like 31, but the best ones though, I wish I... How's he doing? I will say, I love my Crosstrek, even though it's pretty good, a better one came out. Crosstrek Wilderness. 28 miles to the gallon, turbocharged, hill descent control, complete power, 9 inches of ground clearance. Oh. Hi, Dino. You're not Dino Nugs, are you? Well, technically you have a computer. I don't use my computer that much. Only for, like, school. In my opinion, even though I'm not a big fan of Microsoft, get something, like, Windows related. MacBooks are okay. I'm not joking you, Dinoff. There's a fan of mine called Dino Nugs. Like, that's 2 dinos that are fans of my channel or something. Anyway, there's... This is actually a pretty badass car. I gotta get the picture of it. This thing is so cool. I mean, I think my car's cool, but okay. Besides the gold on it, damn. Look at that bad boy. And it's got a turbocharger in it. I think it's 28... The bad boy gets 28 miles to the gallon. And it's only like $1,000 more than mine. But I have a lot of pride in the first things I get. I have a lot... Like, I don't want to get rid of mine. Like, that... Yeah, that makes my car look like a wimp. Mom's car is turbocharged, but mine isn't. And I don't really care. I'm a little bit kind of iffy on turbochargers. I'm more of an efficiency person. If only they had a way to disable a turbocharger. Although there are 2 modes on my car. I can either do it for efficiency and power. Oh my god, no. Anyway, when you kick it in sports mode, it gets a little bit faster and a little bit more accelerative, but it loses fuel efficiency. But in intelligent, you don't get as much power, but you get lots of fuel efficiency. Also, the car I have is all-wheel drive, which I love all-wheel drive. Basically, what's funny is even if you're being peaceful about it, you can just smoke people in stoplights after it, because they have front-wheel drive. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with this car. My cousin is like spoiled. He has like a Camaro. He's got like a Camry, like a special version of it that's like a sports car. He's got a truck. Oh my god. Calm down there, buddy. However, my Crosstrek has a glaring weakness. If you get hit from the sides, you're at like going like high speeds, you're basically gonna die instantly. I will say, I have thought about taking all the pieces of my car off, like all the I thought about taking my doors off and like armoring them. I even thought about taking my panels off my car and stapling Kevlar to them. I've even thought about taking my back 2 seats out to reduce weight. I might do that experiment. I mean, it sucks I don't have back seats, but if I remove the back seats, that would decrease weight and increase things I can move. But if I don't put anything other and I take the seats out, it can increase fuel efficiency. My car's aerodynamics are okay. Their weaknesses is the doors, the gaskets that overheat, which I don't have problems with, but I've heard they can have problems with overheating. And what's the other thing? And the other thing is, the big weakness about Subarus is that their acceleration time is ass. My 0 to 60 is 8.3 seconds, which is not that much compared to my other car I used to drive, which is a 2013 Equinox LTZ. By the way, you know what? If you think you've screwed up, you ready for a story? I was backing out of my my house to go to work, and then my dad has this giant trailer. Okay, it's got pretty sharp square edges. It's not like little flimsy steel. I don't know what you're talking about, but like. But anyway, so I'm backing out, right? And I think I accelerated a little bit too fast. And I hear the worst thing you can hear. I hear crunch. I'm like, and my face is like, oh shit. So I get out of my car. I go to the back. And lo and behold, the corner of my dad's trailer penetrated right through the back of my car. And I knew, I'm like, oh. And I crunched the numbers, and I caused $500 of damage. Which is like, yikes. Yeah, I had to do a lot of work, so we actually took a yeah, exactly. Stonehead is correct. I took an AWD, like an all-wheel drive back tail. We took the old thing off and we put a brand new one, on. Which, that is my most embarrassing fail I've ever done. I was a complete idiot. I should have been looking out more. Had I looked, this could have been completely avoided. Yeah, all-wheel drive. So it looks, the Equinox has an all-wheel drive. But, well, it was an LTZ, but we took an all-wheel drive back hatch and put it on. So even though it says it's all-wheel drive, it's not. Here's the bad thing about the car. It was my grandpa's car. Yeah, he doesn't know about that. So, yeah, keeping it like that. So, yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. Like, I've already had it almost happen again. I lean out the window, I look at her, I'm like, ha! Not today, B-word! Screw you! And I just leave. So, like, for like a straight, like, week or two, I had to have this embarrassing patch of, like, silver tape on my back of my car. But anyway, yeah. My VR games, I play Blades of Sorcery a lot. My favorite weapon in Blades of Sorcery is one that we've been using hundreds of years. It's an insane weapon. It's also known as a Colt M4 automatic rifle. I downloaded a mod in that game, and I can use Glocks, I can use lightsabers, Star Wars blasters. I have an AR-15 type rifle, or an M4, and I have Frankie's shotgun. I've heard Bone Lab is pretty good. But dude, download gun mods on this Blades of Sorcery, and it's one of the most funnest VR games ever. I can play that for hours, but I can't because my eyes get strained. I do have, like, blue light protection lenses in it, though. Yeah, maybe not for melee, I doubt it, but I bet it'd be good for gameplay, like gunplay. I will say, Blades and Sorcery kind of doesn't have as many maps as I thought without mods. That's where it gets kind of boring, I will admit that. Okay, funny story number 2. Okay, so I play Rec Room, and I actually played a lot of Rec Room on a screenplay, not VR. Anyway, there's a thing we can do in VR Rec Room. If you let go of a grenade and hold it, it will explode very soon after. This is called cooking, and it's done in real life. And oh crap. I might keep this harvest. I know I might be petty, but I'm not going to sell it for 2,584. Even if I can squeeze a few dollars out of it, I will. I need to get as much money out of my soybeans as I can. And a little bit hard for me. It's a little bit hard for me to sell or hoard the what's it called, the 2 harvests because they can't fit it. But who cares? I'll hoard it if it means getting the most money. I should have woke up at like 5 this morning in the game, but I woke up at 9. Thanks. Oh, no, don't do that, don't do that. Okay, we just almost got ourselves out of a jammy. Okay, I'm gonna have you go. Okay, you. You're going to go. No, don't reset it. You're gonna go right here. Meanwhile, while you're driving, I'm gonna take you, fold you up. I'm gonna take you to go get some more chemicals. Yeah, I don't either. Okay, as I was saying, you can cook grenades in Rec Room. Now, there's a few motions I will do. I will do the traditional throw overhand, which is my most dominant, although I will admit... oh, not on my channel, no. Anyway, so I either throw it overhand, and I am ass at throwing. If you are in danger and it requires me to throw, you're dead, okay? Because I can't throw with the rats. Or I'll do the Call of Duty like, or like 2 things. I'll either do this, like the Call of Duty like sideways throw, or I will underhand it, which is a little bit more uncommon for me to do. Anyway. Well, we have this wooden table, and this isn't vinyl wood. This is like 60s wood. This is kind of like the older wood tables, made with steel piping. Just kind of like a little rustic table, or a big rustic bench. I don't even know if I should call this a table. It's a bench. It's like I had 8 people watching once in my birthday stream, but anyway. So there's this. This isn't like pine wood. This is oak. Oak is what's known as a hardwood, which is what it is. It's a hard wood. It's not really fun to hit because oak is pretty painful if you hit. But I was lingering a little bit too close to this oak table, and okay, this is the edge of the table, right? Give me a second. I'm actually gonna dump out my soybeans while I show you this. So Anybody, thanks for watching this streamer. But anyway, I throw, right? And this is the table. I hit my wrists like this, and it hurt like hell. I mean, it actually felt like I was very scared because I thought I broke my damn freaking arm. And it was so hard that the controller I used, it didn't break, but it has like wood atomically embedded within the controller. See it? See that mark right there? Yeah, that's from that hit. Why are you talking about this on my channel? Anyway, I'm not gonna contribute. Thank you. Although, yeah, so so here is the mark. Like, it's literally wood. This is a wood mark. It's stuck in the controller. It's okay. I don't even know how I did this. Like, I swung up like this, and the table, the corner of the table, not the bottom, the corner, hit me right here. And it hurt like hell. Like, of all the places I could have hit my freaking arm, like, I hit my arm on, like, the worst possible angle you can hit your arm at, which is at the corner of the table. Not where, probably where he is, but where you are, it's probably dark. Yeah, I'm gonna admit, I'm probably petty when I say this. I'm not selling my harvest this month, this year, in the game. Come on. Yeah, see, look, it's like 15. It's going down. I could have sold it for more money. Oh, I need to get that dude out of the way. Startup engine. You know, I might wish for Christmas. I might actually get like a driving set. Maybe it'll teach me a manual. My manual on my car is weird. Instead of like this. Oh yes. Roses are red. Your city is gone. I'm Ray Sabbath, the thermonuclear bomb. Poof. Why do I see a mushroom cloud? Basically a race. 8,000 megatons. Nah, bro, we're going in like gigatons. That should be bigger than a megaton, if I'm not wrong. Gigatons. And then, petaton, no, teratons. Yeah, teratons. We're at a teraton. Petitons. This person's saying this is how your freedom will end, the end of cash. Yep. That's it. That's how freedom ends right there. The banning of cash. We must stand up. We shall not let cash be banned. It's because they know that if everything's electronic, you can control money way easier. But because we have cash, feds can't track it. The feds can't get onto it. By the way, I watched a video where the feds in New York are trying to get you. They're going to require you to have a criminal history like presented to buy 3D printers. What the hell? Like, oh yes. Guns will stop being made from people. Oh wait, I accidentally have the game going a little bit too fast. It's on a 6X. There you go, back to 5X. But like, you know, there are military, he made a really good point. There are military manuals that show you, like, that show you how to make a pipe gun, which pipe guns are just atrocious, but pipe guns are basically weapons made out of pipe and junk, basically Fallout guns. Like, pipe guns are real, but they're bad. But they work. I mean, they're not like useless, although I'd consider buying an actual fabricated firearm than a stupid pipe weapon. But like, come on. Like, this is why I hate government so much. They're so out of touch with reality. Yes, pipe guns, search it up. Although I'd be really careful searching them up. Pipe guns are basically like, they're basically like garbage, but if you cobble them into a coherable gun. Yeah. Pipe guns are so disgusting. I hate pipe guns. My pipe guns are so disgusting. They look so cursed. What are you doing? Idiot! You're off. Off target. Yeah. I would rather castrate myself than use a pipe gun. Like, I couldn't bring myself to use it. They're so... I can't. Dude, it scares me. Every single day, we're losing our freedom. They're going for your cat. Like, for example, this video is saying, oh, they're starting to seize your armored cars. What happened to basic frickin' freedom? This is the land of the free. Or at least it's claimed. This country's never been the land of the free. If you think about it, how long did it take for every minority group to get their frickin' votes to actually matter? Yeah, so much for being land of the free. What a joke. The government knows. Yeah, dumb pipe gun. Oh my gosh. Have you seen the optics on Amazon that claim to be negative ion devices to like literally protect you from 5G? But they give you they have thorium in them? You know what's a really good question? Why are they gonna start destroying Chernobyl? Like, they're taking so long to disassemble it. I mean, they've had the containment. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Ukrainian war. I'm actually paying this guy to do nothing except for back up? No, thank you. I'll do that myself. No, we're not backing up. We're going to turn around. Oh my gosh, the baby burp robot. I love that video. It's like, tap the video, and tap the button, and the baby will burp. And it's like this contraption. It's a fake baby. But like, still, it's funny. I can't help but laugh. Like, search up baby burp. It's funny. Baby burp is absolutely hilarious. It's called Useless Duck Company. He does like satire, where he tries to design a bunch of quote unquote like good technology, but it's satire because all the technology is harmful. Video called Scary Rabies at My Home. How to cure rabies in animals. Bullet. Dude, rabies is scary. I don't like rabies. It's so efficient at killing. I mean, once, like, if you're not vaccinated, if you're not protected against it, it's game over. Dude, wow, this is awful. My header's about to break, and my fuel's running low. I should have enough fuel to finish. Did it just seriously consume a liter of diesel fuel? Damage 88%? In terms of like a liter of fuel within 15 seconds. Let me meet code, but I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh. If I ever got enough money... If I ever got enough money, I'm gonna rebuild the Killdozer. I would kill to get my hands on a Steiger quad track and armor the hell out of it. Someone did. There's an infamous picture on the internet where somebody bought a quad track and armored it. If you don't know what the quad track is, it's that tractor right there. What should I say about the quad track? It's a tank. This bad boy has... They're sold in 3 varieties: thin track, thick track, which I have, and wheels. And wheels can come in single wheel, double wheel, or if you're even lucky, triple wheels. I have... They probably could go up to quadruple wheels. That's weird, you can't do Google Meet codes. Look at this beast. That is a tank. That is a tank. It's skinny little tiny tracks. And that is also a tank. Actually, speaking of quad track, you wanna know what? That tractor I have on my stream. Here's a 164 model of that tractor. Let's see how good they do. By the way, on Farming Sim, they like literally do their best. Here's the wheel version. Yeah, here it is. That one has double wheels and no weights. Sorry. See, it tilts like this in the center. The main engine part is located right here. But instead of like steering, like, you know, like the wheels can't twist. So it actually has to pivot on this axis. Sorry. Here back. I also have the John Deere 9R. It's also a tank. Here's a tracked one. I've collected the 3 big boy tractors of all 3 major corporations. Now here's a John Deere 9RT, which they didn't have in the previous game, but they have now. This is a 9620. Yep, here's 9620. Here's the exact same thing. The tractor, here it is. 9620 RX. Is that the most powerful? It is the most powerful engine. 9620. This is the most powerful John Deere tractor they ever made. And of course, it's got the swivel part on it. Wait, what? Hold up, can you take... Can you take the... The engine, somehow, like the hood can come off. A little bit scared, because I don't want to destroy it. Yeah, if that... Oh shit. Did I just snap something? No, I didn't. Yeah, that is the John Deere 9RX. Oh, that's the code! Sorry, I don't really want to join a Google Meet. I apologize. And last, this one has double wheels. I actually lost the mirror to one on the mirrors. I lost the mirrors in a trash can at the gas station when I originally got it, and I had to dig them out. alternate reality game. Yeah. Here is a New Holland. It's Genesis T7, or no, it's Genesis T9 700. Here's one. Yep, they have a T9. But these come in triple wheels on the game. No, they do come in double wheels. This is a T9 700. They've actually, yeah, the yellow stripe is gone. Here's probably an older one. It's got the yellow stripe, whereas the New Holland has. The lights on this one are kind of not as good. They're stickers. Yeah, see, let's see, T9 700. Yep, that is it. T9 700, and this bad boy has twin wheels plus. I'm sorry, I don't really like joining. Oh, is that supposed to be like that? It's bent. You definitely don't want to bend that back into place, but yeah, it's kind of bent. I like that little tractor. I like these old tractors, they're so cool. And I have the John Deere 9R Special Edition. And there's only 6,000 of these that were ever made, celebrating John Deere's 100th anniversary. So yeah, there's only 6,000 of these like little silver tractors that were ever made. I actually got one. And yeah, again, it celebrates its 100th anniversary. Actually, John Deere's actually 1,000 years old, but it's not. So yeah, it's a cool collectible. It's a little cute little tractor. I'm gonna go get the Magnum, one of my favorites. One of my favorite tractors is the Magnum. Why the Magnum is one of my favorite? It's modifiable with the back crawler track. Pull the mirrors out. Oh, can I pull the doors open in this one? Okay, ready? Weird thing. And here's what's really cool about these little tractor models. I'm sorry, but I can't. I don't really join for meetings. Crap, I have to actually go get them. And the really cool thing about this is that if you steer the wheels, the little steering wheel inside actually turns. Which is pretty cool. And I'll show you what... This is a brand new one. Like, for example, if you take the medium... A lot of the case tractors... Anyway, a lot of the old case tractors, where's one? Oh, this is a brand new one. So let me get the quad track up. The quad track, like the front of the, they used to have like this horizontal bar, case tractors used to, but now they've made these. So here's the front. It's been modernized versus the new and improved Magnum, which again, also Magnum has a wheel track setup. This one is the 3 meter tracks. Definitely see, but then yeah, see how close they are now. And the wider tracks are used to kill less plants when they are driving. And actually, you know what? If I have to be honest with you, I kind of do have friends, but they don't talk to me. Ripping chat. Trust me, I consider myself friendless. And in the last one, I don't know if it's in this game, but are you kidding me? My Challenger has... Oh, come on. Oh, that's gonna suck to clean. Oh, it's got paint on the tire. This one, actually, I won at a farm show, a drawing. You can actually take the engine off. Remember, this is the best tractor in Farming Sim 19 or 20. I don't know which one it is. But it was considered, it's a really good tractor. I don't know if they continued and carried it over. Let me see if they did. Oh, thanks. And again, check this out. This one's my most intact. So like, if you take the door, take your finger and you get on the steering wheel. That is just cool. I love that. That is so cool. They didn't need to do this. Okay. I'm gonna say you're famous, but hey, I'm not famous at all either. It drives really cool. Like it rolls pretty good. It's got a really nice 3-point hitch, demonstration. I don't know if they have it anymore. That's the JCB. Oh, they do. It's a Tracked brother. Here's Tracked brother. Yeah, I don't see it. They dropped it, but they... I like the new Magnum, but the sad thing about the new Magnums in the game is that they don't have a 3-point. They don't have a front end loader attachment, so you can't put like bucket loaders on them. But in 19 you could. Dude, look how big the rotors are. Look how big. Do you see that? Look at how that's the size of a person. Some big rotors. Comparing that, and like look how big the rotors are for the tracks. That's big. It's like one of the largest rotors I've seen for a tracked vehicle. Oh, here's a cotton harvest. No, these things harvest, what's it called? These things look like... I mean, wait, when you're... Okay, you know, like, New Hollands have this, like, thing, right? So if you look at New Holland, you can see how the black front grille is kind of vertical and two vertical looking lights. Now look at where the black grille is on this. It's so cursed. It looks so like blurred, honestly. This thing harvests, this bad boy harvests grapes. And this bad boy harvests olives. There are, no, but there are tomato harvesters. Here are cotton harvesters. This bad boy bales square cotton. And this bad boy bales, round cotton. Well, I prefer this one because they both hold, this one bales more, like, this has more cotton per bale. And this is how sugar cane is harvested. This bad boy looks so cool. But the bad thing about sugarcane is that it's really hard to harvest. Trust me, when I sit here, I get bored too. Sugar beets, so like, let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. $282 at most. So they cost $282. How many of them are produced per acre? I want to see. Oh, I have to get off soon. Where is that data I have? So, I'm gonna quit stream within like 5-10 minutes. Oh, okay, so so soybeans produce 4,500 units of soybeans per acre. Sugar beets produce 57,000. I think sugar beets, if I harvested this in sugar beets, it'd actually be worth more. But sugar beets cost a lot of money to actually harvest. I think sugar beet harvesters go faster. And the potato harvesters, like, let's see, 9-mile-an-hour peat harvesters. You just go 6 miles an hour. Oh, Oreos, I like those and Chips Ahoy. Sugar beet, let's see. So 57, 800 divided by, like, let's see, 1,000 times 282, and per acre that makes $16,000. Da 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 da. As opposed man, per acre makes $5,000 more. Yes. So yeah, the... No, you didn't. You didn't complete your task. You ran my tractor into a river. Oh boy. Oh, please empty, please empty. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have 30 liters of diesel in this thing. Go, 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 go. Dump it. Dump. Dump. No, 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 no. We got 30 liters. That's like... That's nothing. We need to go get fuel. We're about to run out of fuel. $28 liters. We can make it, we can make it. Yay, fresh fuel. Yeah, you might want to start saving up for a PS5. PS4s are just starting to go on the decline. Only bad thing about the harvester is it takes a long time to fill up the diesel tank. Yeah, I don't doubt there's really good PS4s. If you bought one modern, like recently, it probably is still pretty good. Talk about paying a lot for fuel. I paid $1,842 for this diesel. Sorry guys, but you gotta go. I gotta go work. Put some hours in. Get money. See ya. Thanks for watching.